Welcome, everybody, to another episode of our Wide Right Natty Lite betting show presented by DRF Sportsbook. As always, if you are looking for a great place to get in, if you're just getting into sports betting or you're looking for something different, maybe you're frustrated with your existing with the sportsbook you use now, definitely give DRF a try. We have a special new promo code now. When you check out, you can use the code WRNL1000 to receive a 100% deposit match up to $1,000 with a minimum of $100. So you can dump in, if you have $500 as your initial deposit, you can get $500 matched right then and there, and then all of a sudden you have $1,000 to bet with. It's a pretty good deal. Definitely worth giving a try. So you use the code WRNL1000 when you sign up. Also, just kind of as a reminder too, is that they are an Iowa-based sportsbook as well. So they do have a location in Indianola in Osceola at the casino there. So definitely stop on by there as well if you just happen to be in the area or looking for a good place to just kind of watch games and have fun trying to win some money. So let's get into our Iowa State games. So last week, obviously, Iowa State dropped Oklahoma State by 2 points and then beat Kansas State by 4. Technically, Kansas State would have covered that based on kind of what the odds that we were looking at when we did the show. So Iowa State would have been 0-2 against the spread last week. This week, this Saturday, you've got Missouri on the road in Columbia. Currently, Iowa State's projected to be a 74-72 winner, so a 2-point spread there, with a 146 over under. I know for me anyways, I know Missouri's been sliding a little bit recently. Do you guys see this as an opportunity for Iowa State to go down there and maybe win by 8-10 points? Key?
Yeah, so first off, shout out to the Big 12 SEC Challenge, the last one ever, because ESPN decided to get pissy that the Big 10 isn't with them anymore. So they're going to tear up all our conference matchup so we can put the ACC and the SEC together. So just for good measure. I'm looking at points that Missouri has given up in SEC play. They gave up 82 to Texas A&M, 73 to Florida, 76 to Arkansas, 85 to Alabama. Their defense is not great. Like whatever our over is going to be, I like Iowa State. It's all going to come down to how healthy Caleb Grill is. I would be surprised if he plays in this game, but I don't think we need him to beat Missouri.
Jacob?
Yeah, I completely agree. Iowa State's actually finding their rhythm a little bit with offense. I actually like the over on it. I think that they actually can get a nice, over on the, nice 8 to 10 point win on there. So yeah, I'm going to take Iowa State. I'm going to take the over, and I'm going to take them to outright win.
Yeah, I'm going to take Iowa State to cover this one. I think this is a chance for them to get a pretty good road win. And Missouri's, like I said, they've given up some points to some not great teams. Defensively, they're 197th in the country. That's not good. That's anywhere near a standard of play in the Big 12. Easily be the softest defense they've played in since November, and not excluding the kind of the bye games and non-conference. Missouri is also a very bad rebounding team. One of the worst in one of the worst in college basketball. They are 361st in the country in defensive rebounding. That is really, really bad. That's going to be an opportunity for Iowa State to sneak in there and maybe get some extra points down low. This seems like a game that Oshun could have a big game. I'm looking for Iowa State to win probably by 10 here. I think Missouri is going to have a lot of problems with the defense. So after that, we are going to be moving on, and Iowa State is going to be on the road in Lubbock at Texas Tech next Monday. Texas Tech's obviously struggling so far in Big 12 play, specifically, especially on offense, have not been good recently. They played a little bit better. They played a little bit better against like Baylor and Kansas State, but then they just got waxed by West Virginia. And then obviously Iowa State beat them by 34 in Hilton Coliseum. Currently, Texas Tech Is listed Iowa State is listed as a 66-63 winner, so they'd be a 3-point favorite with the 129 over-under down in Lubbock. Jacob, I guess, do you see that 3-point spread for Iowa State maybe being a little low, or is it that a product of this is the Big 12 and it's a road game?
Yeah, I'm a little bit skeptical on going the over, just because when they went to Oklahoma State, they kind of struggled. I think Texas Tech has struggled so much. I'm going to take the over on it. I just don't think that they're going to really find anything to help themselves. So I'll take Iowa State and I'll take the over on that.
Okay. Keeney, what you got?
Yeah, I might need to call out our guy KenPom here because I don't know if the metrics have caught up to how bad Texas Tech is. This one is going to be like, I think the spread is actually going to settle closer to like 5 points than it would 3, which it's really tempting to take Texas Tech and say, hey, it's they're the home team, but they've been awful at home in Big 12 play. So I think this is another great spot for Iowa State.
I totally agree. I think this is a chance for Iowa State to grab another double-digit win here. Somewhere in like the 72 to 60 range, something like that. This one, I think this one's a slam dunk. If the spread is anything less than like 7 or 8, I'm probably taking Iowa State on the spread. Just because I like you said, I don't think the metrics have quite caught up to Texas Tech yet, and just how much they've struggled, especially offensively. So next up, let's move on to kind of our around the country section here. We're picking kind of just bets we're looking at, and then we'll make our weekly picks as well. So Austin, what are you looking at in pro, maybe around college basketball? What are you looking at right now that you see as some good value?
Yeah, we got to talk this one out. I'm not even sure if I see value. The AFC Championship game. So my brain has been like completely tied in a pretzel with this one because the Bengals are favored by 1 point in Kansas City.
Yeah.
How hurt is Patrick Mahomes? Because he said he's playing.
He was a full practice participant as of Wednesday.
So are we all being punked and like getting baited into taking the Chiefs, and Vegas knows something that we don't? Like, I don't understand it at all.
And what also might or scramble your brain a little bit is that the over-under is just 47.5. If Pat Mahomes is healthy and everybody in the Bengals is full speed, I don't see how that thing stays under 47.5.
Well, I know Joe Burrow's a killer, and he's just an incredible playoff quarterback to bet on. But Pat Mahomes should not be a home underdog
in the playoffs.
In a conference championship. There's absolutely no reason why he should be. So I would say Kansas City. I'm spooked. Because the spread doesn't make any sense.
I'm 100% there. Jacob, anything caught your eye?
I'm gonna have to go with the Brock Purdy train. After him taking over, he's undefeated, and the Philadelphia Eagles haven't looked as strong as they have, in midway season. I'm gonna actually take them to be the champions of the championship round. And that's a plus 350. I would like that. Yeah, I think that they have enough firepower, and I think Brock Purdy is a great manager of the game on the offensive side. I just think that the Eagles are going to have trouble, keeping up with the 49ers.
So theoretically, what would you guys see for the over/under in that Chiefs Bengals game? What do you guys see as being more like 47.5? What would you have set the over/under at if you were making the odds?
Honestly, I actually think that's pretty fair. Cincinnati's defense has been lights out. You got the Bengals offensive line's a question mark. They looked a little bit too good against Buffalo. I think that's fair. That's like 24-24 implied, something in that range.
But you also got to remember that Chiefs defense, it loves to give out points.
But what they can do is rush the passer, and what Cincy should, in theory, struggle with is protecting the quarterback. So
sure,
that's where I can see Like, I think that's fair. I think that number screams take the over, and then it's like 24-17. So
what if I told you we could move the over under? Let's say we put it at 51.5. Would you take the over? Would you take the over if I told you could get plus 148 on it?
Jacob, I bet you would. I would not.
I would. I know how the Chiefs run, and especially in playoffs, they love to bring up the points. And I know Burrow has been looking very good. And I just think that that's way too under for that type of game. I think there's too much on the line.
You want to find some? I'm going to find some value here on this over under. On DRF, you can scoot the over under all the way up to 59.5, and you can get plus 370 at it. A 35-28 game hits that over. I don't hate that. If this thing is going to go into fire, if this thing turns into a run and gun, if this thing turns into a shootout, 60 points seems very easy for both of these teams to hit as an over under. Man, I'd be tempted to jump on that plus 370, just throw a little bit on that one, just to see what happens with it. Because I think 47.5 is way too low.
The last time
I'm thinking the complete opposite. I think this is going to be a much lower scoring game. I really do. We're butting heads.
So, here. what's the lowest over under that you would take the under on?
I'm going to save that actually for my best bet of
Fair enough.
The weekend. Yeah.
Fair enough. All right, so let's move on to our bets. So last week, the 49ers did cover, but Kittle did not score a touchdown, so I did not hit mine. The Bengals roasted the Bills, so he hit that. And Jacob, with the absolute down bad of all time, took Josh Allen to hit 265.5 passing yards, and Josh Allen finished with 265 passing yards. So he did not hit his over.
So the crazy thing about that is I also took that. I was riding with Jacob there, and I was watching because, like, with a minute left, Buffalo in garbage time is chucking the ball, and Josh Allen threw a pick on their last play. One more completion, and you would have had it.
Yeah,
I was so mad when that happened.
Horrible bad beat. All right, so let's go. Let's start with what your picks are. Give me your pick, your odds, and how much you're putting down on it. We'll start with you, Jacob.
I think I'm going to go back to the NFL championship. I'm going to take the 49ers, and I'm going to put – how much do I have left since I lost that
You've got – okay, I should put the stats. I should put the totals up. So I'm at 207. Jacob, you're at 128. Austin's at 116. Matthias is hanging out at 29. Matthias is in Florida for this week, by the way. So
I think
that's what you got.
I can throw a little bit and get some –
You can throw a little bit on something.
I think I am going to do the 49ers, and I'm going to do 40 points on it.
You're going to take the 49ers to cover or the money line?
No. The odds of winning the championship winner.
Oh, so you're okay, so you're taking 49ers future on being the NFC champion?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, the NFL. Yeah, wait a minute.
Are you're taking them as a Super Bowl champion or the?
No, I didn't see it. Hold on a second. Maybe
I was gonna say because
Super Bowl or will the NFL strike us down?
I don't know.
Give me.
They love to protect that trademark.
Yeah, they do.
You know what? I think you're right. I'm gonna take a pass, and then you can go to Austin. I'll come back.
Okay, we'll come back to you. I was gonna say because I say they would be the NFC championship. They just won this game, so I just All right, Austin, what's your bet for this week?
All right, so I'm going to the AFC. I'm going to 6-point teaser. So I'm going to take Kansas City from +1 to +7, and I'm going to take the total from 47.5 down to 41.5. So essentially, my parlay: Chiefs +7 over 41.5 points.
Okay, what's your odds on that?
That is -113.
Interesting, -113. Okay, and how much are you putting on that?
Let's see, I got 116, so let's put 36 on there. We'll just try and get to a round number.
All right, 36 at -113. Okay, so I'm thinking about dipping away from the NFL this week. Yeah, you know what? I'm not gonna. I was gonna go with something in the FA Cup, but Cup matches are really weird. I'm going to take the. Ooh, okay, I like this. We're gonna take the Bengals. I'm gonna move the point spread on the Chiefs-Bengals game. I'm gonna take the Bengals at -4 at -4.5. I'm gonna take them to cover 4.5. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna be a little bit spicier in that. We're gonna have them cover. We're gonna have them cover a touchdown. We're gonna have them cover 6.5. So at -195, or sorry, +195. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna have the Bengals at -6.5 at +195. So Bengals -6.5 +195, and I'm gonna throw. I'm at 207. I've got some breathing room here. Maybe just try to go for the kill shot. I'll throw 50 on this. Jacob, what'd you come up with?
I am going to the 49ers again in the Eagles game. And player to have the most rushing yards in between McCaffrey and Sanders, I'm going with Christian McCaffrey.
Okay, so you're taking McCaffrey.
It's -150.
McCaffrey more rushing yards than Sanders?
Yes.
Alrighty. And you had that, and what was your odds on that?
-150.
-150. Interesting. Not a ton of value there, but you're feeling pretty confident that he's going to hit that.
Yeah, I mean, he's been rushing like crazy. I mean,
sure. How much are you throwing down on that?
I'm going to put 40.
I was going to say, you're going to need to put some down on that if you're going to win something on that. So,
yeah.
All right, so to recap, Austin has a parlay of Kansas City +7 and over 41.5 to make a nice -113. So not too bad of value there. That seems like kind of a good just rig the whole thing in your favor to get two really obvious outcomes.
Teaser time.
I like that. And then Bengals -6.5 at +195, and 49ers. So Christian McCaffrey more rushing yards than Miles Sanders at -150. So everybody, that's gonna be our show. So everybody, as always, thank you for watching. You can, if you're looking for a new sportsbook to bet with, you can go to DRF Sportsbook. When you sign up, use the code WRNL1000 to receive a 100% deposit up to $1,000 with a minimum of $100. You can do that online, and then you could also do that at their location in Osceola at the Lakeside Hotel and Casino. So everybody, for Jacob England, Austin Keeney, I'm Levi Stevenson. Everybody have a great rest of your week.